I am here to fight for my freedom and for the people of the world.
I thought you had inspector epaulets then, but obviously...
you know me better.
Normally you'll see me on Unity News Network doing my nightly show, but obviously we've set up the campaign No More Lockdowns. We're completely against medical apartheid, testing and lockdowns, the Coronavirus Act 2020 to be continued from September. UNN's been going for 3 years and we were basically just covering the news, talking about stuff, but I couldn't just sit back and allow what is happening to be happening. So we formed No More Lockdowns about 2 months ago, just a grassroots group. I'm helping coordinate it. We've got other people as well. We're just trying to mobilise and get people out, give them these colourful banners, give them literature as well that they can take with them and take direct action against this medical apartheid.
We're here because the Crucible World Championship Snooker started today. If you remember, we talked to, I hinted at it last week that something would be going on this week, as you're well aware of it. Basically, the rumours were that the so-called World Championship Snookers was one of these alleged venues that was going to be trialling these so-called passports. You know what I mean? Now, we've also contacted the Crucible and had a direct reply from the Crucible who clearly replied saying not only have they not been told that they were supposed to trial on these so-called passports, but the government allegedly haven't even asked them to trial these so-called passports apparently, but on all over the world and all over the news, the government have put out that this is one of the events, as well as the FA Cup final and the Carling Cup Carling Cup final, or whatever it's called, the Mickey Mouse Cup, and the semi-finals are all supposed to be trialling these so-called passports. But apparently this is the first place to be allegedly trialling them, and it's not happening.
Fight the tyranny. Don't listen to the lies, and don't watch the news.
People that come along today, they have to present a negative PCR or lateral flow test, and then I believe they have to take one as well, and then they have to do one after the event. And what I'm saying is that is wrong and discriminatory on so many different levels. There has been so much said about the inaccuracy levels of these PCR and lateral flow tests. So basically you're denying people entry to an event because of a test result. When does that stop?
Well, this is it. A lot of people agree with your views on that, and also some people don't agree. What do you say to the people who don't agree?
What concerns them? What is worrying them? Did we used to do this for people going into a venue with HIV? Did we used to do this with tuberculosis? Did we do this with polio? Do we do this with these other things as well? I don't deny the existence of SARS-CoV-2 or it can be dangerous to certain groups of the population. As Chris Whitty has said himself, as many of these people have said, the reality is it doesn't affect most people.
Excuse me, do you have to be tested to come in?
Yes.
What's the process? Could you just tell me?
No, sorry. I really can't.
This is about bringing in more control. It is more about trying to get people used to behaving in a certain way.
I've heard that you have to have a test before you come in.
Yeah, we were all tested. Everybody working here were tested today, yeah.
So you get a test today and your result, does your result happen straight away?
Yes, they did, yeah.
So anybody who wants to come in to watch the snooker, they have to pass the test, the COVID test, is that correct?
They all have to provide a negative test on entry, yeah.
And if someone proves negative, what happens then?
They're allowed in if they prove it's a negative test, then they're allowed in, yeah.
And positive test, what do you say to them?
They're turned away, they're not getting, and they get a refund on the tickets.
As I said, you're basically looking at mass hysteria amongst the public. When this first happened, we had a calm and measured approach. Then around about March last year, whether they were given an order, whether they decided to, they went for a hysterical control approach, which is more akin to what you would find in communist China or dictatorial countries. This is not the way we do things in this country. This is a free and open society, and we have to keep it like that.
We all know what happened in the wars, with checkpoints and stuff like that. You couldn't go past the checkpoints without papers and stuff. This is what they're trying to bring into this country, which is an absolute disgrace.
The news don't show our side of the story. They just show their own, really.
I don't really have a huge position on what people choose to do. This is about choice. If you wish to partake of a vaccination, that's up to you. If you don't want to take it, that's up to you as well. That's the way things used to be. Your health is not my business, and it should go back to that, or else we just start demonising and attacking people in society, and it's wrong.
12 months on, we can see that many businesses have been closed now, haven't they?
Well, it's the destruction of small to medium businesses. You're talking about the largest wealth transfer in human history. 4 trillion is left from the poorest and it's gone to the richest. Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, these guys are worth hundreds of billions. Eventually these guys are going to be worth trillions. And you look at the use of food banks throughout this country, you look at it, it is destructive. And it's not about that, it's all corporations. There's no independent thinking, there's no independent businesses. It is carnage on an economic level, and it's only being disguised by money printing by the Bank of England and then borrowing at record levels. If interest rates go up, if anything bad happens, this economy will be in worse than the Great Depression of 1929. There's so much that's going on, and we do our shows and we talk about this, but it's the economic devastation of this. Furlough has masked the reality of the situation, and also people not able to go anywhere. But what's going to happen in the economic situation? You've also got house prices rocketing, house prices going up during a global pandemic. How's that possible? Again, that's only going to just shaft people who can't afford to get on the housing ladder. You're going to have the gap between rich and poor is huge. And again, the biggest failure on this has been the Labour Party, the left, and people who claim to be socialists. They've just sat back, they've watched it happen, and they've said nothing about it. And that to me is an absolute scandal. Likewise in education, the schools have been shut. What are kids going to do? I remember when I was at school, if you missed a week, you were well behind. Now you can miss a year and it doesn't matter. It's insane.
Nice to see a group of people out in the sunshine today.
Yeah, oh indeed.
Are you protesting or just enjoying the sunshine?
Just enjoying the sunshine a bit.
And how you find it now they're out of lockdown?
Much better.
Yeah,
Loads
nice.
better,
Yeah,
honestly.
much
Lockdown was pointless. We've travelled so far. Yeah, honestly.
I like your hat, by the way.
Thank you. It's a nice hat. I got it as a present.
Do you have any names for them frogs?
No, sadly not. I couldn't name all of them. Too many names to think of. So yeah.
Those 3 names.
Yeah.
I'll bet you're glad that it's getting back to normal now, aren't you?
I am. Yeah, I am. Travel a bit more. Get to enjoy the sun instead of being inside all the time. So that's nice.
What's it been like, locked away for 12 months?
It's been pretty boring, if I'm totally honest. It's not been really hard or anything, just because I don't mind that, but it's been boring, definitely. And I don't really like being away from school, just because I find it easier to learn in school than out of school, so that's nice.
And your friends here, and what's it like being locked away for 12 months?
Very crap. Fuck the government.
Nothing like being blunt.
Oh yeah, might as well.
What would you like to say to people watching this?
Be free, live life.
What about yourself? Any message for the people?
I think that it's good to be out of lockdown. It's better for everyone's mental health, and we're all happier. We're all enjoying the sun.
Have you ever been to IKEA?
Yes, I've been twice.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that. And what about yourself? Are you enjoying the sunshine today?
Yeah,
it's
nice.
What's it like being locked away for 12 months?
It's been tough, honestly, because obviously we haven't seen a lot of people, and given that we're so young, we do like to go out and see our friends and stuff like that.
What's your age ranges?
Well, we're 16, 17 and 18, so...
I can imagine what it was like when I was that age. Well, to be honest, my memory's gone, I can't remember now. So just remind me, what do people get up to these days in this modern society at the age 16, 17 and 18?
Oh, I'm not sure I'm legally allowed to say that.
What about yourselves? Do you want to share any experiences that the young get up to these days?
Pubs,
Drugs and crime.
pubs, drugs, hugs and crime.
Yeah.
I do feel like the youth today are a bit more politically involved than in the past, to be honest.
That's true.
I feel like that's true.
Because they're sick of being poor.
Yeah.
So as a group message, if you all come together, is there anything you'd like to say as a group message?
Up Selby.
Come to Sheffield.
Come to Sheffield, yeah.
And Selby.
So you want to say come to Sheffield after 3?
Yeah. Come Sheffield!
And again?
Come to Sheffield.
Come to Sheffield!
1,
Oh, right,
2.
sorry.
Come to Sheffield!
There's a lot of people, I think, after 12 months now have had enough of this and they're glad to see that they're opening up the country again. So what would you say to people who are on the fence?
What I would say to you is don't be lulled into a false sense of security. That's what I would say to you, because you are being given the illusion of freedom. As long as the Coronavirus Act 2020 is still in place, this government has dictatorial powers to choose and do whatever they want. They cannot be renewed after September. We need to get back to being we don't have a functioning democracy right now. You've got the entire parliament just all voting through all of these laws. It is scandalous.
Keep happy, fight the lies, tell the truth.
What I would say to people is, look, just open your brain, stop watching the mainstream media, look at alternative sources, have a think for yourself, and if you can tell me that these restrictions are justified, that the way the mainstream media has behaved is justified, then fair enough, but I guarantee if you actually look into it a wee bit more, you'll realise it's not all it's made up to be.
Well, I can see that sign is getting higher and higher. Eventually, it will be over your head and you can shout it from the treetops.
Yeah, so I just want everyone to know, like I said before, I want to remind everybody, government guidelines, right? Advice and wishes aren't law, right? None of it's enforceable. I also want to tell everybody that all acts and statutes in this country require the consent of the people. So anything allegedly tried to be passed by the government must be consented to by the people. We do not comply. We do not consent to this tyranny. But like I say, if they do get these so-called passports in, we're in serious trouble, you know what I mean? Because you won't be able to leave your house without permission. And people need to wake up and see it and realise, listen, let's not forget, people seem to forget something as well. This so-called virus, without any vaccine, is a 99.9% survival rate without a vaccine. So why are they trying to force vaccines on people?
If everybody just visits nomorlockdowns.uk, we've got plenty of information on there. They can follow us. I just say to people, just because someone tells you to do something doesn't mean it's always in your best interests. Tyrants have got away with that throughout history. Just have a think for yourself. You're not stupid.
Whereabouts is it that you do the tests?
Up at the top. Oh no, you can't have. You've got to have it like night before.
Oh, you can't have one today then?
No.
All right, cheers.
No.
If people are testing negative, they're allowed in, and if people are testing positive, they're turned away. It's interesting to see in the centre of Sheffield.
Yeah, we often are, yeah. But obviously this is opening up again. There's a protest other side of Sheffield. But actually we're somewhere every day. Every day we're at work. Could be Barnsley, Doncaster, Rotherham.
What's that accent I can hear in you?
Mine, it's a bit of a mix from all over really. It is. Yorkshire, I suppose, because that's where I've ended up settling, in Sheffield.
Just looking at your horse's head here, and very pretty.
Yeah, he's a good looking lad.
I've never been this close to a horse before. His lips are relaxed. Is that a sign?
That's a good sign. That's a good sign.
So he doesn't think this is a hair or anything?
No, he doesn't. He's good with that. He's pretty good with most things.
His eyelashes are coming down slowly, like he's going to sleep.
Yeah, but that's a good sign as well. Means he's relaxed.
So he senses I'm not a threat.
Oh God, yeah.
And I know you sense I'm not a threat.
I absolutely sense you're not a threat.
Because you're a professional.
Oh well.
I must admit, all you need is a gun there. You look like a cowboy up there.
Oh no, I don't want a gun.
Do horse riders have guns?
No.
No.
Not in this country, no.
No. Right, I'll leave you to it. I'm not going to get too close.
I'm probably not accurate as enough as it is without trying to shoot from the back of an horse.
So you don't shoot straight, do you not? You shoot round corners.
That's right.
Nice to meet you.
Right, nice to meet you as well. Have a good day, mate.
You too.
Where's that accent from?
Sorry?
Where's that accent from?
Lancashire, Blackburn.
Blackburn?
My
father-in-law's from Blackburn. Are we not having a brew?
You want a cup of tea?
Oh, my mum's side of the family are all from Bolton.
Bolton, not far from Blackburn.
There you go. You're not far from Blackburn. And Chorley.
I must admit, when you were peering over his shoulder from the other side, I thought you were a lady.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I thought the lady's got a beard.
The bearded lady.
Yeah, I've just said to your colleague there, you look like you just need a gun like cowboys. High fluorescent cowboys.
No. Frighten me to death.
Is it cool up there? Obviously, the higher you go, the cooler it gets.
It's cooler in the shade.
All right.
But we're going to top us 10 up later, hopefully.
Right, your horse seems relaxed as well. Lips are all dangly. Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah, this chill.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Nice to meet you too.
I believe there's some police officers here from Doncaster. Are you aware of that? Do you know something? Nobody knows you're here.
Nobody knows we're here?
Because you're from Doncaster.
Right.
They don't recognise you from Doncaster.
All right.
And you are from Doncaster, aren't you?
From Doncaster, yeah. Work at Doncaster, yeah.
Do they not know you're from Doncaster?
Who?
The rest of your colleagues.
Yeah.
They're denying it, you know.
All right,
We're all of it force, so they probably just don't know specifically where we work.
Fair enough, yeah.
Just put my body cam on, sir.
No problem.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Okay, not too well, thank you.
Yeah, I'm looking for the Doncaster crew. Are you the Doncaster crew?
We've had no briefing about a Doncaster crew.
I'm a Doncaster police officer usually.
Why? What's Doncaster doing in Sheffield today?
We're South Yorkshire police, aren't we? So we just go anywhere.
Any police officers from Doncaster? Great officers.
I actually spoke to them earlier, and you know what they said about Sheffield officers?
What did they say?
No comment.
I am from Doncaster, yes.
What do you think of Sheffield police?
It's all right. It's nice. Everyone's very friendly.
No, Sheffield police.
Sheffield Police again, very friendly. Yeah, there's.
We're all one police, aren't we?
Yeah, exactly. We're all one force, so it's the same wherever you go, really, in terms of the staff.
Never seen your faces in the centre of Sheffield before.
Oh, that's right, because we've been drafted in from Mass Way.
We have a small police presence here at the Crucible Theatre, just to keep an eye on things. Obviously, they like to park on the pavement. Nothing wrong with that. That's what I might start doing. Yeah. As long as people can get past. Which security firm are you? If you don't mind me asking.
It tells us on his jacket.
Can't see for a ponytail. Is it SIS? SIS? What does it stand for, that?
I don't know, love. You'd have to ask my manager.
Oh, did they give you the high vis when you come here?
Yeah.
I'm going to assume this is your manager.
No.
Oh, you're not the manager, are you not? Can you point your manager out?
He's not here at the moment.
Are we going to put him on spot?
No, he's not here at the moment.
All right, cheers. Just have a quick walk around this side. If you remember, quite a few months back I was down here. I think this is one of the security chappies from a few months ago. We meet again. Hello there. How's things? Are you all right?
Oh, yeah, I remember you.
Is it all good?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Did you see yourself on YouTube?
I did.
Oh, heck. What did you think of yourself?
No comment.
A group of 6, just about right, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Are you from Movement Strategies?
Movement Strategies. Tell me who they are.
No. Look, I don't know who you are.
I'm not from Movement Strategies. What's your purpose here today?
Couldn't dare say, sorry.
Can I just say, your glasses are steaming up. Can you see okay?
I can see very well, thank you.
Which news crew are you?
Huh?
Which news crew are you?
ITN.
And what do you think of ITN?
ITN is amazing.
And you're the lady in front of the camera, we can tell.
I am, yeah.
And what's your name?
My name's Ellie Pitt. Who are you filming for, just out of interest?
The People.
Fair enough.
Voice of people.
Just to advise people watching this, I think this is a very nice lady. Obviously, she's on the other side of the camera usually. Now, this time, she's on this side of the camera. So how does it make you feel?
Very weird and very awkward.
Well, at least now you can share what it's like for the people on the other side of the camera when they're being interviewed.
Yeah, thank you.